eating on these grapes. Busting. My heart made of chrome from sticks and stones. And I'm not meat, baby. Alright, YouTube, what it is, man. You see, we got Virginia, man. Back again, episode 3. The FSU Dynasty rebuild. The last rebuild for college football 26. Let's get it. This time we put BT8, man. For my FSU fans, man, I got us, man. We finna BT8, man.
Welcome to Charlottesville, Mr. Jefferson's University, the University of Virginia, where fans have been flooding the ground since early this morning. And the Seminoles will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Courtney. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Virginia's offense will take the first swing of the game. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Quickly to the tight end. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. To the air, it's Morris. Thanks to grab. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It has been a less than stellar start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate. You came into the season, you're probably like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is probably gone, but let's refocus, right? Jesse, it's really fun to be that team in the middle towards the end of the year, too, where you can play spoiled.
Yeah, it's all about building, too. Just one game at a time, and it just takes one win to get the season completely turned around. This team has not yet quit on the year. They're still out playing hard with great effort. They just got to put a full game together.
The Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. The give is to Taylor. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Cavaliers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
You knocked it down. Good play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. So Florida State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before.
There he goes.
Come on, baby. Yes, sir.
He's loose and he'll take it to the house.
And I got a trophy for you.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch you, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
I thought he was going to get caught for a second, though. But he had just enough speed to stay
Getting
out in
ready
front.
for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Fielded in the end zone, it's Courtney. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fires to the big fella. Thrust that arm out. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down.
Good news for this offense is it hasn't taken them a long time to get into a rhythm in the passing game. That's already his 100th completion on the season. To put up some big numbers this year if they keep up with this pace.
Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
That's caught. It's Ross.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
The Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Morris. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Coverage, man.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Got a man. It's Harris. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Off play action. That's caught. It's Thomas. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Yeah.
Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. That's reeled in. It's Ocha. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down in the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy
Come
miss.
on, man.
He
You
can
gotta
take it to
get
the
that
house.
down, man.
Oh, man. Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again. And when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say
get
positive
that down,
about.
bro.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab on the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry up. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll line up for a second down play. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
Come on, man.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Noles will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds a man on the left. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor has it. Now a 3rd down and 3. And the Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Morris. They're setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, running back on the move. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
He wants to take the top off. A full dive to haul that one in. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
They're coming to help us out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit. forcing that incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Morris. This time it's complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Caught over the middle, it's Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Ennis. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. The Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll go back to the ground. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Snagged out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Cavaliers will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They'll leave it with him. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Castellanos. On target. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Breaks into the open. Discards him with the stiff arm. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Seminoles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Courtney. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Got it behind the line. It's Ennis. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. It's a draw. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Cavaliers want to move quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Caught near the sticks. It's Ennis. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Cavaliers are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the back. Creates a little room.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Hey, come on, man. Y'all breaking down. Come on, man.
They're testing the right side here.
Wow.
Dragged down, but they'll move the the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Morris. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Here comes the offense on 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Cavaliers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Got his man.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. They are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it out. It's Blackwell. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you...
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. They're working that left side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Using his feet to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He got it. Touchdown, no! And the punishment has been extended. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Harrison. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. The Seminoles come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
I'll be zoning that.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harrison. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on third and short. QB draw. Got enough for the first down and wants more. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Cavaliers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turning it on! Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Yeah, let him run.
The Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to Brown. At midfield, he's got room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Looking for a man. It's Morris. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ennis. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Cavaliers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to get the first through the air. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Here's the handoff. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice...
Oh, he's got some space.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Looking for room. It's Allchuck. Still running at the 40. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park.
What you mean? We getting right. Ooh. We got that game this week. We got that game. It's all good. I got to back up Sam anyway. I got to back up Sam anyway. Huh? Sam, right tackle. What else we could look at? Sam, right tackle. Oh yeah, these mics. Okay, so I looked at all of y'all. Alright, bet. I'm sorry, man, but I can't use no slow linebacker unless you play Sam. But as far as Mike and Will, gotta at least be an 84 speed. I mean, if I gotta get one in the portal, I will. What kind of corners in here? Fucking run, boundary. Alright, so we'll see you Miami in episode 4. Alright, YouTube, I'm out of here. It's been good knowing you.